All right, we'll get started on our backs. So you get to lie back, arm down. Find a comfortable position on your back. Take a moment to settle in. And at first just let any little wiggles go, and you kind of play with the toes and fingers, maybe look around for a second, and then really just get situated into your mat. Any way that's comfortable on your back, you can bend the knees and let them fall in towards each other. That feels good on the low back. Begin to just notice your breathing. Maybe we smile a little bit to ourselves, give ourselves a little more offering as we breathe. Really deep breathe into the entire body, all the way down into the belly. And on your exhales, let it be a little longer, maybe even a little sigh. At home, nobody else can hear you. You can make as much noise as feels right, just letting it out. And with an inhale, maybe that smile comes on the lips. Sending ourselves some extra love. And we'll start to do a body scan today from root to rise, allowing us to just take note of our bodies before we start yoga asana. So with the base of our feet and with the awareness on the base of our feet, just notice what that feels like to pay attention to all 10 toes, the arches of the feet, the tops of the feet, the ankles. And you can imagine some flowing movement there as we work our way up the body into the ankles, into the shins, and the calves. Imagine this flowing, this pulling in from the earth, helping to bring awareness to our bodies, moving up the shins, into the knees, and just noticing our bodies, however they are right here, right now. Use that breath also to just keep the flow going, moving up into the thighs. Beautiful breathing. The back of the legs. Relax the thighs a little more. And slowly, always in your own time, when it feels right, moving up into the hip space. Try to relax the hips, relax the glutes. Relax the bladder area, in front of the pelvic area. Relaxing the low belly. Slowly moving up your rib cage, noticing the side body, your low back, your mid back. Try to soften, bringing the awareness up into the chest, the back of the heart as well. See if you can notice a little bit of lightness on the heart space, a little bit of opening up. Relax the shoulders. See if you can feel them relaxing a little closer to the mat. And then working our way down the arms. Still flowing, pulling in all the way from the feet. So we're having awareness, root to rise here, and then kind of flushing out the hands, if you will. That feels nice. Making your way down the arms into the palms. And finally, bringing awareness to the back of the neck, moving up into the head. Staying with that powerful breath, see if you can relax the throat, the breathing tubes. See if you can relax the jaw and the cheekbones and the temples, even your brow, just let it soften. Maybe the little smile comes on your lips one more time. And finally, the crown of the head, root to rise, full body scan. Just noticing whatever that felt like for you in your body today. Good, bad, indifferent, just noticing. It'll be different every day. And if there's any word that is calling you today, any word that you want to offer yourself as an intention for this practice, maybe a little extra love today. Maybe if you don't feel like you need it, maybe do something, I offer myself more kindness today. I offer myself more space or more rest or more being or more going, whatever it is you need. Offer it to yourself. Sending it out. And then we'll invite some movement into our body. So first, gently bringing the knees up to the chest. Give yourself that little hug. Feel your hip flexors open, your spine go nice and straight and flat and all along the mat. And grab the shins as nice or tightly as it feels possible, as it just feels good. And rock and roll side to side. Try to tuck your chin down towards the chest so that spine is really looking for length here. Stay with that breath. And then we'll just release the shins, bring one hand to each knee, and just open the hips here. Hands can kind of guide the knees out and around. Breathing into your hips, whatever feels nice. Little movements. And then we'll bring our shins up to parallel off the mat. So like the shin and the calf will be parallel. And then we'll practice our arms. So the palms are usually face up here. And then this can be where you're at today. Or maybe you drop and lower heels to the mat and gently bring back up. And just notice how it pulls on the core, pulls on the hip flexors. Moving at your own pace. Just gently lower your heels, lifting back up or staying here. You'll feel that core engaged just right here too. Couple more, slow and controlled. And then come back up to neutral. And you can stay here this time, or we're just gonna gently rock the knees side to side. So kind of pressing that low tailbone, low back into the mat. Only if that feels okay. Just rocking the knees side to side, feeling the core control the movement. And then back to center, kick those heels up, get the back of those legs stretched out, breathe into the hamstrings, and give your ankles some love here, flexing the feet, full ankle circles, both directions, all directions. Flex the toes, and then pull the toes towards the face, feel the calf. And then grab the back of the thighs. We'll rock and roll along our spine a few times, maybe 4 or 5 times, if that feels nice. And then come to the seated position. Meeting on our sit bones. First, find that nice grounding, like it should feel pretty strong and stable here. Just sit up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. And then we'll start by just breathing into the neck for a moment. So with that straight and engaged core, let the chin drop down to the chest, one ear over to one shoulder, neck goes back, pull the teeth up, low teeth up over the bottom teeth, other ear to other shoulder. Just breathe into your little neck roll at any pace that feels nice. Use that breath, Ujjayi breath, warrior breath. Try to make that Ushuayi sound from now until basically the end of practice to remind us of the power of our breathing. All right, back to neutral. Bring that head nice and tall, nice and straight. We'll inhale, hands overhead, big reach. Exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand on the center. When you inhale, when you inhale, try to combine words there. Sit up a little taller, and then when you exhale, try to twist a little more. We'll inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. The left hand is behind you, so remember that right hand on the leg. And back to center. We'll inhale the hands overhead one more time. This time we're going to exhale right arm under the left arm for eagle arms. It's getting into the shoulders from our seated position today. So right arm under left. Begin to pull the elbows up and away. You'll feel that big shoulder stretch. And then you can stay here or slowly exhale, bow forward. I might even sometimes have a block here because it can catch your arms. Keep pulling the elbows away from the body. Belly pulls up. Inhale, lift back up and release the arms. Nice big reach back up to the sky. Exhale, we'll switch. So left arm under right this time. Big sweep for the momentum. And then if you want, you can just change the cross of the legs too to even yourself out. Same thing, sit up nice and tall. You feel that shoulder stretch here, but then if you want the low back stretch, bow forward, slow, controlled exhale. The slower the better. All right, move back up. We'll roll those shoulders a little bit. And then we'll roll over those knees. Come to your first tabletop. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Moving into your cat-cow. Nice big movements here. Whatever really feels, bodies inhale. The gaze goes up, looking for that sky, just like our hands are doing in the last pose. And exhale, move from the tailbone up the spine. Crown is the last thing to move. Scared cat pose. So even maybe close the eyes here so you can tune into your own movement a little bit more. Kind of exaggerate your cat-cow, make it look or feel however it feels right for you. You might move a little bit more in the hips, a little bit more in the shoulders. And then we'll bring our hands wider, farther in front, and draw circles with your belly button here. So adding more movement to this warm up. Really breathe into the shoulders, try to move that head side to side to breathe into the neck. And lengthen your spine. Let the hips sink down to the sides. Really like a full body warm up. And then back to center, hand under those shoulders. We'll tuck our toes and send it up to down dog. Stretch out the back of the legs. Let the gaze be back. Maybe between the ankles to start, and then the gaze moves up between the calves. Just keep trying to raise that gaze as our practice goes on. Walking the dog here though, in the first down dog, put off those feet. Just breathe into this stretch. And then look at the space between the hands, tippy toes to the front of the mat. We'll meet in ragdoll pose. So bend those knees. And let the top half of the body get heavy. You can grab your elbows and kind of sway side to side. Release the neck. Release the head. See if you can inhale, find a little bit of length, so lifting the chest, and then exhale, ragdoll a little bit farther. Try to get your head a little bit closer to the feet. Release the hands, we'll slowly roll up at a time. Ground through those feet. It all starts with that foundation and pulling up to standing up to ragdoll, or standing mountain pose. Take a couple shoulder rolls here, just getting into our first standing pose of class. Sometimes it feels nice to even check out the hands. Maybe pop on the feet a little bit. Just getting into our mountain pose. So hands will shower down by the side. Shoulders relaxed, gaze forward, nice and strong like a mountain. Inhale the hands overhead. We're going to side body stretch here. Grab the left hand with the right hand. I actually like to bring my big toes to touch. And then exhale, lean over to the right, so you're feeling it in the left side body. Keep your hips forward. Breathe into that rib cage. A little bit lower. Inhale, back up. Release the hands. Shake out the wrist a little bit. And then we'll grab the right wrist with the left hand. Inhale, you find length. And you lean over to the right. So the hips are kind of going over to the right to counter the balance. Big reach, big pull, side body. Then back to center. Exhale, hinge of the hips, forward fold. Inhale, hop, lift, lean with the heart. Exhale, plank the hands, step back, plank close, full plank. Nice job. All right, so you can drop to the knees at any time, or we're gonna build some heat. We're gonna bring the right elbow to the right, or right knee to right elbow, send it back, left knee to left elbow, send it back. Holding plank, or dropping to your knees as well, or keep going with this warm up. Building the shoulders, the core, keep the hips low. Nice. Nice connections. Last couple ones, even yourself out. And then we'll drop the knees, 8-point pose, lower between those thumbs. Let that body go flat on the mat, legs go back. I like to press the feet into the mat. Use that press to inhale to the first cobra. Try not to use the hands. Lift up with the chest, open the heart. Exhale, release. Stay here. Bend the knees, windshield side to side. See if you can feel that in the low back stretch. And then pressing back for a second cobra, second back bend. Inhale, lift up. This time take it as deep as you want. Coming to Sphinx maybe, or eventually maybe 1 or 2 breaths straightening into those elbows. Make sure the shoulders are out of the ears. Lift up and release. Press back, child's pose. Super slow. Hands under the shoulders to lift the hips, send them back. Wiggle the hips side to side. With that spine, find lots of length. Settle to the child pose. Now we have some heat in our bodies. You might need to release it. It might feel nice to take some of those open mouth exhales. Trying to fog up that window. All right, lift on up to the tabletop position here. And then we're going to kick that right heel back, left hand forward, challenging our balance. Exhale, knee to elbow underneath you. Find a little flow here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, knee to elbow. It's connecting with your breath and your body. Now we're a little warmer. Inhale, see how much you can open, and exhale, see how high you can get that into the nose. All right, last one. We're gonna bring, so come up onto the fingertips, and we're gonna bring our right ankle in front of the left knee and send that right shin back down to the mat. So this is like a right glute opener, and you're going to have a lot of movement here in your hands to guide the weight. You can start by bringing your hips in circles until you find a nice stretch for that right glute. So you can always have like a prop under the knee if that helps. It's kind of similar to our figure 4. You have some movement with the hips here. When I find a spot, I like to sink into it for a few breaths, see if I can get a little stretch, big stretch. Always having the hands under the chest to support the weight. And last exhale, release here. I love that stretch. All right, send that right knee back, get unraveled a little bit, and then we'll thread the needle while we're down here. Inhale that right arm out to the side, and exhale the right arm under, all the way over to the left. Breathe into the outside of the shoulder. Press the left hand into the mat to roll over the right arm. Yogi's choice to make it a balancing posture, lifting that inside leg. And gently return to tabletop position. Take a couple cat-cow here, just breathe into that body. And then same thing other side. So this time that left heel goes back and the right hand goes forward. Find your balance and exhale, crunch. Inhale, find length. See how long you can get. Exhale, knee goes towards the face, arch the spine. Just use your breath, have fun with it, find that flow in your body. And then last one, we're going to come up onto those fingertips to create that space. Bring the left ankle in front of the right knee. Get situated with the left shin coming back down to the mat, whatever angle that is. Knee could be more forward. I try to bring my knee as parallel to the front of the mat, kind of like what you're to do with pigeon pose, I guess. And then guide that weight into the left hip, taking those circles until you find a spot that works. Maybe noticing like the difference in each side. And release. Come back forward so we can release the left leg. Find that tabletop. Little foot, knee to left side, even it out. Inhale, open your heart space, and exhale, send it under. Reach all the way over to the right. Head comes down to the mat. Right hand presses into the mat to help roll over the shoulder. Always protecting the low back so that core is still engaged. Nice modifications, and then if you want to lift up to that balancing posture. And slowly coming back to tabletop. Tuck the toes, we'll send it to down dog. With the hips, send them high, send them back, pedal off those legs. Find a nice strong down dog. Spread those fingers, strong through the arms and the shoulders. All right, from here, bring the left big toe to the center line of the mat. Inhale, lift the right foot high to the sky. First exhale, right elbow, right knee, tap. And inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest, pull it high and tight. Inhale, lift. Third exhale, we go across the body, over to the left. Tap or reach, inhale, lift. Fourth one, I offer falling triangle or holding a three-legged down dog. So the right foot goes back under the body, you land on the outer edge of the right foot. Or rock star pose, beautiful. Lift that left hand up to the sky. Big breath here. And drop the left hand. Try to lift that right foot back to three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge. Plant the foot between the hands. Drop that left knee as well. We'll take a little bit of a longer stretch here, getting into the left hip flexor. So I like to have my block for the poses. If you take my classes, you definitely know that. My extended arm. The goal is to heal for that whole left side body. So it's the same stretch we'll feel when we stand up to high lunge, but we're getting a little deeper. Last breath here. Half split, send it back, straight into the right leg. Walk the heel forward so the hips stay strapped over the left knee. Inhale, lift the chest, find length in the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Forward down towards the right foot. Big stretch in the back of the right leg. Last breath. We're going to come all the way to high lunge with a nice strong inhale, ground through the right foot. Sweep those hands up. And then exhale, cactus the arms, bend that left knee a little bit. And we're going to come to eagle arms with, let me see, left arm under. So you can open arms to extend to get that momentum and then swing the left under the right. Find those eagle arms. Hold them up and away from the body, but keep those low ribs tucked in. And then we're going to come to standing, so bouncing on that left ball, the foot up to standing. Stay with your kickstand or go all the way to eagle pose. Sinking the hips low, pulling the elbows up and away. Eagle pose squeezes everything you have as close as you can. You're squeezing yourself together, seeking low but lifting the elbows high. And then release warrior three with eagle arms. Left foot goes back, transitioning to your warrior three. Keep the arms if you can, keep pulling into that shoulder stretch. Find your dristy on that floor, you got it. Stay here or open it to revolved half moon, left hand down, right hand up. Use your block here. Big kind of twist, feel it in that right leg a lot, pull the core up. And then drop back to pyramid pose. So left foot lands behind the right. About 3 to 4 feet. I also bring my block up here into the chest. So heel to heel alignment. Inhale over your right leg. Exhale, release, pyramid pose. Shake out your neck a little bit here. Feels really good. All right, bend that front knee. So you can plant your hands under your shoulders, step back, take it through a chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it. You can meet in down dog. Any little vinyasa that we like, always lead back in down dog. And then this time, right big toe to the center line of the mat. Inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. First exhale, left knee, left elbow, tap. Inhale, lift. Second exhale, knee to chest, you know where to go. Inhale, lift. Third exhale, go across the body, tap that right arm. Inhale, lift. Working on fallen triangle today, bring that left knee back over to the right. Straighten into the left leg, lift the right hand up. Press through the feet to lift the hips. Open up and then release. Right hand down, send that left leg high. And then exhale, low lunge. Nice work. Drop that right knee. Come out of it a little bit so you can get situated into your best low lunge. Big stretch on that right side. Yeah, the blocks are so helpful. Feel it from the quad, go through that hip, up into the belly even. You can feel it. If you pull your mula and Vinyasa bandhas up and in. Last exhale, send it back, half split, straight into the left leg. Walk the heel forward just a little bit so you have balance. Inhale over the left leg and exhale, fold when you're ready. You might even do that a couple times. Every time finding more space. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Nice breathing. Let's use it to come to standing. Lean forward, inhale, high lunge. Pick up that back knee. Strong high lunge. And then exhale, cactus one time. Drop that right knee down a little bit. You can inhale, lift the arms, gain some momentum. Exhale, left or right under left this time. Right under left. Right under left. Immediately pull the arms up, pull your lowers in. Ground through the left foot. Come to standing. Or move right into, so you can stay here. Or move the right foot around the left calf. Sink down. Sink down, sink down. Hips go back though. And as the hips go back, the elbows lift. Use your dristi on something not moving. Release the leg. Keep the arms if you can. Warrior three with eagle arms. Keep that right foot back. Keep the hips square to the mat. Beautiful. Keep lifting the elbows away from you. Big stretch. Stay here. Release the arms to revolve half moon. Right hand down. Grab the block. Left hand up. Big transition on that left leg. Lots of work. Lift the left hand up. Drop to pyramid pose. So right foot lands 3 to 4 feet behind the left heel. Back toes out. Inhale over that left leg and exhale, fold. Last breath, lean forward, bend the left knee, hands under the shoulders, step back, take it through chaturanga vinyasa, or skip it umi and down. Alright, let's take it through Sunday. You move with your breath and your pace a little bit here. We'll be back and down on the bottom of an exhale. Look at the space between the hands. Walk, step, or hop to the front of your mat. When you get there, inhale, half lift, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan all up to standing, reach up to the sky. Exhale, grounding through heart center. Down by the side. Your inhale lifts it right back up when you're ready. Exhale, into the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lean with the heart. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to get through chaturanga vinyasa. We will meet in down dog. Alright, this time inhale right foot high to the sky. And exhale, come to a warrior one. Right foot between the hands, back heel. So it's just like high lunge, but the left heel has to drop. So it's a different stretch. It's a bit harder on the legs. Keep your hips forward. And then exhale, drop the hands, getting ready for your humble warrior. Pull the shoulders back. Walk your right foot out just a little bit more so you have space as you slowly exhale into your humble warrior. You might readjust those feet, that's okay. This is a hard pose. Relax your head down towards the ground. Pull your shoulders overhead. Strong warrior one legs. Pull the belly button up a little more. Release your head and neck here. Nice job. We'll release to a high lunge. Bring your hands forward. Pick up that back heel. And then we'll fly, warrior three. Pick up the left foot. Hands at any warrior three, one variation that you like. Be out here, airplane, heart center. Step back, high lunge, working on transitions. And then we'll exhale, easy twist, left hand to the inside of right foot. Keep your right hand lifted to the sky. Feel that hip flexor stretch in the spinal twist. And then drop the left knee for lizard pose. We're gonna roll our right foot out to the right side of the mat. Always protecting that left knee so you can always double up the mat or grab a blanket. Coming to about a minute, a longer hold of lizard pose. So if you like to drop down to your elbows, you'll have plenty of time to slowly move into that. Lots of options with your lizard pose too. Might grab the foot. A longer stretch, so inviting you to stay working with your breath in these longer holds, and also working with keeping the mind quiet and just being observant of where we tend to go. Just like we started class with that body scan, use that flowy visualization of your breath or energy to move the sticky spots along. Breathe into the hip. Last breath. We'll come back to center. Bring the hands under the shoulders. And step the right knee back to meet the left, and we'll stretch out the front of the shoulders here before we go to the other side. A puppy pose. Bring your hands forward, drop your forehead down, keep your hips high. Breathe into the front of the shoulders for puppy pose. Keep your low back protected. Then we'll walk our hands over to the right, side body stretch, sink the weight back into the left hip. Breathe into the ribs, expand that lung. And then walk the hands through center over to the left. Puppy pose other side, sink back into the right, side body stretch. All right, make your way back through center. And we'll meet in down dog. Finish it off with the other side. Standing back up. All right, inhale, left foot lifts high to the sky. Exhale, plant the foot, come up, warrior one. Sweep your hands forward, back foot drops. So kind of just like those high lunge legs, but we drop that right heel. That's the hard part. And then we might even walk the left foot out a little bit. Keep the left hip pulling back. Exhale, drop the hands. High hands or elbows are clasping your shirt. Open the heart space though, gaze lifts. And exhale, humble your warrior. Really slow and controlled, dropping to the inside of that left thigh. Every little movement, just control, never losing. Control, release the head and neck, hands overhead. Belly button pulls up. Release to your high lunge, sweep those hands forward. Now you come up on the ball in the back heel, nice job. And then fly, warrior three. Pop up onto that left foot, kick the right heel back. Any options you like for the hands. And then work your way back to high lunge. To drop onto the ball of that right foot, slow and controlled. And then exhale, easy twist. Right hand to the inside of left foot. Left hand reaches high to the sky. Find that spinal twist. It's a strong pose here. Nice twist. Left hand kind of reaches back, gaze at the left fingertips. And then drop the right knee, lizard pose. Left side. Roll onto the ball or the outer edge of the left foot. And again, you have a little bit longer to breathe into this lizard pose. Relax other parts of your body as well. Try to relax your shoulders and your face. And the hips. Last couple breaths. And slowly bring those hands under you to lift that weight. Send it back to a down dog. Nice stretch in the back. Release your pull out the feet. Release those hips and the way you need. One more sunny. Gaze between the hands on the bottom of an exhale. Walk step or hop to the front of your knees. When you get there, inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse shoulder, come all the way to standing. And exhale, hands through center. Down by the side. Inhale, brings it right back up. Exhale, hinge of the hips, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, and let's lower onto our bellies. So you can lower knees, chest, chin, that 8-point pose, all the way down to the belly. We're gonna do half bow, and full bow today. Yeah? So half bow is just one side, so either left side connects or right side connects, whichever side you want to start on. So, and then I can always grab a strap or anything. So when you're ready, let's say left hand forward, left foot back, and then grab the right foot. Gazes forward. On an inhale, lift and kick. Lift the chest, kick into the thigh. Reach the hand, reach the left foot, gaze lifts, keep kicking. And release. You can cactus the arms, let the head come down, whatever feels nice. Switch it up with the feet side to side. And then back to center, we'll do other side. So get situated first, find a nice neutral spine, and then reach back and grab left foot, right hand reaches forward. whatever side you didn't do. Inhale and lift, trying to balance on those hip bones. Lift the thighs, lift the gaze, lift the hands, kick. And release, nice. All right, so this time, full bow. If that's a new practice, you can always work on like a Superman where you're not grabbing the feet, but still getting the benefits. So wherever you're at, whatever back bend, getting ready, third and final, make it the best, gaze forward. Inhale, lift and kick, go right where you left off and kick harder. Beautiful, lift, kick, and release. Hands under the shoulders, press back to a child's pose, go nice and slow. Find length in the spine. All right, let's lift up onto our shins, bring our inner thighs together. And we'll do one counter stretch. So we're gonna bend our back the exact opposite way. So we have to be super careful. Our head's gonna be down in front of the knees. We're gonna grab our heels, and on an inhale, lifting the hips. So just be super aware of that low back. As you inhale to rabbit pose, whenever you're ready. Try to do 3 to 5 strong breaths here, keeping those hips lifted, core engaged. Really pulling on the heels. Nice, and release. Looks like it feels really good job. Let's come on to our sit bones. Bring our feet. Let's bring our feet to butterfly pose today. Sounds nice. So bring our outer edges of the feet together, and you can give yourself a little foot massage on the arches of the feet. And then inhale, find some length in the spine. This can be your pose here, or exhale, bow forward. Breathe into your hips, your low back. If you are kind of leaning forward, you can walk hands side to side. Just noticing new angles, new stretches. And then back to center, press on up. We're going to lower down to our backs. If there's any little last movements you want to get out, any last seated stretches, we are going to slowly go on down on our backs. Give yourself a little hug, bring those knees back to the chest. See if you can feel how much more open those hip flexors are now. Maybe rock side to side. And then open it up to a happy baby, any happy baby of your choice today. Outsides of feet or insides of feet. You can play around with kicking into the heels, straighten the legs, really anything that little happy baby could do for your stretch. Just keeping that flat spine, keeping the flat back. All right, release the heels up to the ceiling. Coming to our shoulder stand today. You can either press the hands into the mat and lift up to a shoulder stand, pitching your lower back, or we take a more restorative shoulder stand by placing the block under the hips. Either way, you're lifting that pelvic area, keeping the feet lifted. If you're in shoulder stand, working on strength, pulling your chest up towards your chin. Try and wiggle your elbows closer together. Hips want to stack right on top of those shoulders eventually. You can always play around with your leg variations. If it's in your practice, dropping to a plow pose, intense low back stretch, you would clasp your hands together underneath, reaching for that. Keep lifting the hips straight into the legs. And gently lower down, super, super slow. Let those hands guide you down to what is the last thing to come down. Just noticing that rebound feels nice. And then we'll bring the knees up to the chest and come to our supine twist. Let the knees fall over to the right. However you get into supine twist, I always know there's so many different ways for this. Either top leg wraps around bottom leg, bottom leg, or top leg. Some people have their bottom leg straight. But the goal is to feel the twist through the entire length of your spine. It's super melting here. Gently coming back to center. Super duper slow. And that is fine. And then knees into the chest and forward to the left. Pick up the hips, bring them back to center. So your right hip stacks on top of the left. Let those knees be heavy over to the left. So the left hand can sometimes grab the thigh of the knee to help it stay down. And then try to keep your right shoulder on the mat too. Alright, we'll come back to center. Feel nice, find that nice neutral spine, I should say. Then we'll take a couple more two bridge poses before we close out our practice. So you can take a restorative bridge if you have a block, and let those legs go long. That might feel nice today. Otherwise, working on one last back strengthener. So reach down and touch the heels. Roll your shoulders under, just like you're going onto your shoulder stand. And on an inhale, really gently press through the heels until your hips rise as high as they can. Grab your hands underneath you. One last heart opener as well. So keep pressing up with your chest. You can keep the hips where they are, release the hands, and maybe you can straighten those arms, bring them all the way overhead so the hands come to over your head, opening up the shoulders, seeing how that feels. And then once the hands come back down, come up onto the tippy toes, and roll your vertebrae down really slow, tailbones last. So we'll do one more of those, or restorative. Coming back to your bridge setup, make sure you can touch those heels. Roll your shoulders under, and on an inhale, press through the heels. That spine should feel nice and good now. You can lift those hips pretty high. Press that chest up towards the chin. Heart opener. You can release the hands, keep the hips where they are, but then bring that arms all the way overhead. Rotating through those shoulders. When they come back down to the sides, lift up onto the tippy toes. Come down one vertebra at a time. When you get down to the mat, give you guys some free time, 1 minute to get any last stretches in. Really kind of listening to your body here, whatever. Sometimes different poses do different things for us. So it's whatever your body's calling for. Getting ready for our stillness, our practice of Shavasana. 30 more seconds, any last stretches. Could even be something we've already done. Then when you're ready, letting that body come back down to the mat, just simply starting practice. Let the legs be heavy, toes roll out to the side. See if you can be a little more tall through the back of the head, the back of the neck. So maybe the chin comes down a little bit. Relax the shoulders. And then return to that word, whatever it was that you offered yourself at the beginning of the practice. If there was any word or something that came to mind, I invite you to call that back in. Or maybe it's completely new at this point. One last time, offering ourselves some extra love today, compassion, whatever it is. And with that, we welcome to Shavasana. Super slow, waking back up. Wiggle fingers, toes. It's going to take me a moment here to just open the eyes and notice and breathe and just be. And then when it feels right, reach your hands overhead. Nice big stretch. Breathe into the length of your body, flex those toes down, pull those hands up. And then exhale, roll over to the side. Little fetal position and practice in this space. I hope we take yoga off the ground and listen to the positive day. Let it find for you. And then gently press up to seated position. Or practice. Together. Ground down through those sit bones. One last time together. You can close the eyes if that's comfortable. And then inhale the hands overhead. Feel them coming together towards each other. And then exhale, bring that down to your third eye space. Bring your awareness to behind your forehead. We're all connected. Thank you for all joining me on this Wednesday. Beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you guys online.